guys, and welcome back to the And Also podcast. This is our Thanksgiving episode. We are going to talk all things gratitude, how it affects you truthfully, like mentally, what happens when you feel gratitude, what's going on internally, emotionally when you don't. We're going to talk about the drunk Wednesday, pre-Thanksgiving. What is the day for those things?
I think it's like just like Blackout Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Blackout Wednesday. We're going to tell Blackout Wednesday stories. We're going to tell college stories. We're going to just kind of ruminate on all the good things, Thanksgiving, college, and otherwise, health and otherwise. What is it called when you run the gamut? Yeah, we're going to run the gamut. That's what we're going to do today, guys. So welcome.
Let's get into it. And then this is where like it rolls, and then we go.
It's the And Also podcast. Me, Summer Dean.
Welcome back to the And Also podcast with your hosts, Sheyda Fasari, Madeline Guiney, and Summer Dean. So grab a drink and get cozy. You have now entered the group chat. Okay, guys, what I want to know is, do any of you have, or your family have, Thanksgiving traditions? Like, is there anything unique that your families do?
Honestly, no. Thanksgiving is like the one thing in California, like sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot, sometimes, like I think one Thanksgiving, oh no, that was Easter. I was going to say, I think one Thanksgiving we went rattlesnake hunting and barbecued the rattlesnakes, but that was actually Easter.
Can you eat a rattlesnake?
Yeah, it tastes like chicken.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
She's lying.
It really does. It really tastes like chicken, I swear. It's very close. But I feel like Thanksgiving is kind of like this. It's generally the same thing.
Okay, well, I feel like in New England, and maybe you can relate, like we grew up where Thanksgiving was like a foundation of our education.
I live in the state where the first Thanksgiving happened.
True.
No big deal. Have you ever been to Plymouth Rock? Have you ever been to Plymouth Plantation? Because I have.
I have. That's something to be proud of in this climate.
I am. That's American history right there.
She'll stand 10 toes down on that, like a
on
pilgrim.
My Plymouth Rock.
On that rock. No, I really do feel like if you didn't.
Who would have thought? A conversation that just happened.
Sheyda's like,
this has really been a turnaround for us.
From 5 minutes ago, too? What's going on?
Yeah.
Mercury's in retrograde.
The Mercury is in retrograde.
If you weren't dressing up as a pilgrim and strutting around at like some holiday elementary school show.
That's true.
Like,
we were like the last era where like you celebrated being a pilgrim.
Oh, you dressed up. Some people were Indians.
Yeah.
And we called them Indians back then.
That is the truth.
The story of the first Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My cousin dressed up as a pilgrim at our last pre-Thanksgiving. She came out in full holiday garb in a
It's a beautiful
lantern.
story. It's a story of betting on yourself, taking a risk, getting on the Mayflower, starting anew. The first people that arrived in America, they had the will to survive. We're missing that today. Okay.
Or the will to steal from those that were already here. Anywho, it depends on who's telling the story.
Sheyda's just mad that the history didn't happen in California.
Well, actually, guys, I actually want to like touch on something because I'm actually confused due to all of the wokeness that's been going on. Like, I don't know what's real or not about that story.
What do you mean?
Do you know what I mean? Like, when you were a kid, the story you're told is that like the pilgrims, they came in from the Mayflower, they came here, they befriended the Native Americans. That's what we call them now.
And then they killed them all.
And they all sat down and had a beautiful, wonderful shared friendship, Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, and they showed gratitude for one another. That obviously is not the reality of the situation.
I think that one meal did happen, but I also think that was probably the only peaceful moment they ever had from the second they stepped off the boat.
Like, and can you fact check this for us?
Was like, come on, like Pocahontas had to be like building some bridge.
But Pocahontas was 14 and Mr. Smith was like a pedophile, I think.
Please don't. Can you use a word in a sentence?
History of pilgrims in the United States of America.
No, did Thanksgiving meal happen? Yeah, did the Thanksgiving meal happen between the Native Americans and the pilgrims?
Is Thanksgiving real? Okay.
Yeah. Is Thanksgiving AI?
But I do feel like we had maybe a deeper connection to Thanksgiving just because we grew up where it happened. I
do think that there is that with New England in period, or like in general. There, like
we
the
had all the
original
things you're
13
talking about.
colonies.
Just for the record, we did like
Just
the
like
turkey
50 years
trot,
later.
and we had we all
Are you guys
danced
turkey
up.
trot people?
No, your weird family's the only one.
I
who does
know.
that.
I actually hate it.
Are you guys?
Her Madeline's
10K?
family is a 5K-er on
Begrudgingly, but everyone's
Thanksgiving.
begrudgingly about it.
So know that, Nick, when you marry into that,
He knows.
you'll be 5K'ing.
He knows.
I would never.
It's
would
actually
do it.
so. You want to know the worst? This is a really funny story. A couple Thanksgivings ago, it's always very last minute because normally there's 100 of them.
Does literally everybody, because your mom has to be cooking.
No, my mom's not doing. My mom's not.
Well,
She
obviously,
excuses
that-
herself.
Well, that poor woman has 27 meals to make.
Yeah, she's not doing shit. She's cooking. She's not.
Well, yeah,
running.
she doesn't. Her 5K is the kitchen.
Correct. But a couple years ago, again, they're like all over the place. So normally they're pretty easy to find. I think it might have been 2021, so there might not have been as many. And we just kind of signed up for one last minute. And I get to the race, and all of a sudden they're like, all right, and today's 5 miler. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
5 miler?
5 miler. I got to mile 3 and I told my dad, I go, I'm done right now. And he's like my dad's very like militant. He loves running. He's like,
He literally was
if you
in
leave
LA.
right now, you're a girl. And I'm like, I am a girl and I don't want to do this. Like, it was awful, but he's so sweet. He just like ran with me the whole time. And like, it was great. I ran into one of my friends from high school, but I remember the feeling of, I actually don't think it was like at the start line. It was like halfway through the race where I was like, we've been running for 3 miles. Why aren't we at the finish line yet? And they were like, oh, it's 5. And I was like, that is not what I signed up for. Because 5 miles versus 3 is so different. 3 is a quick 30 and a jog. And you're having a good time. You're chatting.
Conversational pace, perhaps?
Correct.
You're getting a sweat
Zone one,
going.
5
but it's not-
miles,
5 miles
is a nightmare. One, hungover, and 2, it's cold as F.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
Okay, well, add on top
Especially
of that.
if you weren't mentally prepared for
That's
5.
the
the other
thing.
thing.
You think I'm like mile 2.5. I'm like, thank God it's gonna be over soon. And my dad's like, we literally have so much more to go. And that like meant, because running is like all mental. That mentally destroyed me. I was like, I can't do this anymore. It was the next like 1.5 miles was the longest of my life.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you guys go out drinking the night before?
yes, obviously.
Okay, so that's like the actual tradition of Thanksgiving is going to the bar crawl the night before.
Correct.
Yeah, Blackout Wednesday.
The amount of times that I've woken up the day of Thanksgiving and go, I'm not going to be able to eat one thing today. I've ruined the meal. I want to throw up, and I have thrown up. Does anybody have any crazy Blackout Wednesday stories? Bar crawl Wednesday?
The only thing that comes to mind right now is, and it's not even a bar crawl Wednesday, it's the next morning. Because do you guys dress up for Thanksgiving or do you go cozy?
we go
Yes.
cozy.
I think we flip-flop years. We normally
I was
dress up
going
a
to say,
little bit.
we do flip flop.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's cute, sometimes it's cozy, but this particular year I got so messed up the night before. I had my dress on and I also had my sweatpants on. And my mom was like, just pick one because you wearing the dress over your sweatpants is an abomination to the meal.
so degenerate.
And I just wore it the whole day like that and she was so mad.
It's actually hilarious, and I need there to be a photo. Is there a photo
I
of
hope
that?
so. I hope so.
If so, I want it on the episode.
I
just
feel like
for
I
the
remember
record.
seeing that. I do.
That's iconic.
Yeah, my mom just yelling at me the whole day, like
That's
literally
iconic.
just take one of them off, please.
Just take any one of them.
Okay,
I'll
well-
accept either one.
One of the best parts about going to these bar crawls is, and I'm sure you guys can relate, is you go home, you're in your hometown, and you're running into the characters that you never see, okay? For anybody that's jumping in on episode Thanksgiving, we didn't grow up in Nashville, okay? So everybody's from elsewhere. So when we go home, we get to run into people, the old flames, the old friends, maybe the enemies. The amount of characters that you run into that night before is always, go ahead.
They come out of the woodwork.
They come out of the woodwork. Do you guys like running into people from
Yes.
yeah, you do, right? Do you?
I do. I don't, to be honest, I haven't had a Blackout Wednesday in several years. Because I'm...
Me neither. In 4, because I've been going to my ex's Thanksgivings.
Oh, yeah.
So this is going to be new
That's
for me
gonna
this
be
year.
new for you. I mean, at this point now, I'm at, as the old gal in the group, I'm 33. I'm cooking half the meal. I'm cooking half the Thanksgiving meal.
That's my siblings too now.
So I'm like cooking late into the night, like prepping desserts and stuff. I usually do most of the desserts, and then during the day I'm up doing all the stuff.
And you can't do that hungover.
No.
You
You
actually
cannot.
It's
cannot.
just miserable. No.
No.
It's miserable.
It's miserable being there and just trying to stuffing down your
Yes.
throat and hungover.
Are there things? So we have like food things. Like
Okay.
we're Italian, so there's always a lasagna. You know what I mean? Like there's like that sort of thing.
Lasagna. Interesting.
Yeah.
No, my family's so Irish. It's actually so funny. This probably happened like 2 or 3 years ago where we all as a, like we do Thanksgiving on my mom's side, and we all collectively as cousins had been to like a bunch of really good Friendsgivings, and we're like, oh, like the food's so good that we just had at all of our Friendsgivings. And we came, and my mom's a pretty good cook, but her sister just like, again, she does not like to cook. She's like, I don't care about my kitchen. Her kitchen's like super outdated. She's like, I don't even know how to turn my oven on. She has 3 seasonings, 2 of them are salts. And like, we're like, why are we doing it here? Because this is such a feat for everyone to try and cook an entire meal in this house.
Yeah,
but
you don't
also
have
we
anything
got
you need.
there, we were like, this kind of sucks compared to like what we've just been making. So the past couple of years, we as cousins have now been like, actually, it's not good for you guys to cook anymore. We will be taking over. And now my brother and his wife, who are like phenomenal cooks.
Which brother?
Like Brent, my oldest brother, Brendan, and his wife, Annie, are like big foodies, and they
Really?
make the best food.
Love that.
And so they've slowly started just being like, okay, like everyone just come to our house because now we don't have to schlep 15 dishes
Yeah.
to a house that has 1 oven. And so it's been really good. But that was one thing where we're like, do our parents not know how to cook anymore? Like, why does this food taste like butt?
They're over it.
They literally
They're
were
over
I think
it.
they were actually phasing us out. They're like, let's just make it really bad and they won't ask us to do
Yeah,
it anymore.
and eventually they got
I
over
swear
it.
to
That's
God, because we're
actually-
like, this has never been bad before. And I think they were just like, we just want to do it anymore.
Well,
like, you do it.
Guys, we should keep that in mind for when we approach that age.
It was a
Just
great
start
strategy.
Salting things too much.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That like the,
Yeah,
the
forgetting things.
Yeah, like the cornbread is gross.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
green beans aren't cooked.
We'll keep that. We'll keep that in mind for the
The
future.
last couple years, we've gone to my brother's wife's
Okay.
parents' home for
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
Interesting.
I like it, but also don't.
Because it's not yours.
Yeah, because it's not mine.
not
Like
in
the
your own
company's
home.
great, the food is impeccable. I love everyone there, but I am such a tradition person, and it deviates from my tradition that it's been disturbing for me.
But would you rather do that rather than not have your sibling, like have Anthony just go to his in-laws and then it just be you and your parents at your house? Because you want everyone to be
I
together.
know. That's the
That-
most important thing.
That is the most important thing. And the other thing that I think I wouldn't mind so much if we had it at our house, but my parents are remodeling the whole home, right? So that's
like,
an
we don't even have a
impossibility.
kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not going to happen until by 2027.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. My mom will probably host it.
Yeah.
I want to come.
Me too.
Please,
Me
wait,
as well.
come.
Yeah.
Wait,
But my
which-
whole family have to come too.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I will bring 40 people.
And we won't cook. Because again, we have 2 seasonings.
Okay, perfect. This is getting a little out of hand.
Yeah.
I'm my parents have been hosting like a lot of family things recently, but I do remember the transition from when it was like at my grandma and Poppy's house to then it like being at my mom and dad's, and just like it's just different. It is different.
Do your cousins come to your parents' house now? So like all the people are the same, but the location has just changed.
Yes, but like this year is actually a little different. Like there's like some like my grandma doesn't want to leave her house, and then my cousin just had a baby, so she doesn't want the baby to like be around all the people. So this year might actually be like a separation, which in some regard, like it would be nice to just
How old's
have
the baby?
like 1 month old. A lot of people. I get it. Literally, no
Also,
judgment.
it's flu season.
It is flu season. But I do think that there is something nice too about like having just like your core unit, and like, cause also like I have 5 siblings, everybody's partnered up, everybody's got kids now. So like even that group itself is like a massive group. But I'm always so like grateful that my parents, my mom specifically and her family, like aunts, whatever, my parents are the hosters. And I like love that. Cause I hate hosting.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It's such a revolution to realize that you are a closed house.
It gives me anxiety though. Like, or at least it did in my last home where I lived.
Yeah, you might feel differently now.
I didn't enjoy that as much. Yeah, maybe it'll be different now, but yeah, I'm not a hoster. So but I love that my mom and dad are, because it just,
See, I'm like so
Forces
selfish
me.
with holidays. I feel like I want everyone there all the time. And so like even the like deviation, I would be so sad. Like a lot of my siblings and my cousins now that are married with kids, what they do is they flip-flop holidays. So if we get them for Thanksgiving, we don't get them for Christmas. And they've really started to line those up. So now the holidays where like everyone's gone for Thanksgiving, it's like just the single cousins that don't have kids left. Because everyone's like, we would just want to be all together for at least one holiday. So now they've just like their schedules have lined up.
Yeah.
But I hate it. I'm like, I don't like it. Like it doesn't feel the same. I don't like the dynamic is off if even one person is not there.
It is interesting. Yeah.
It's just so sad because, that is like a natural evolution of like your family, because the saddest thing for me when I realized, I think I saw it on a TikTok or whatever, it was as soon as your like sibling gets married and has a kid, like you're no longer their immediate family.
Nope.
And like that to me was devastating.
Yeah.
To think like you're there where I'm not his immediate family. If he's talking about his immediate family, he's talking about him and his ratty ass kids, not me, the person that was in the trenches with him for way longer, for his whole life.
His whole life.
Yeah. So, but like that is crazy, and it's just really changes like dynamics so much in a good way, obviously, because like I love having even more people. I'm like the more the merrier, and I think eventually what will happen, I've talked about with Nick's parents too. He's an only child, so he doesn't want to miss holidays with his parents either, because he's like, if I'm not there, like they're by themselves, like they're just alone.
Yeah.
Their parents are gonna come.
They'll come, yeah. Because my family's like so territorial. They're like, no one can leave. Even the flip flopping of the holidays, they're like, we don't like this anymore.
Yeah.
But no one can leave. Everyone has to come here, so they'll just have to come. What's 2 more plates?
God, I love
True.
it.
What is 2 more plates?
Yeah,
I love it.
It's me and Summer at 2026 Thanksgiving.
Hi, Patrick.
No, no.
That was Summer flirting with Madeline's youngest brother.
Okay, guys. So I love that. I love all the traditions. Why don't we start to talk a little bit about what this whole holiday is about, which is obviously being thankful. We call it Thanksgiving for a reason. I think November is such a great time to kind of reflect on the previous year, get ready for the next year. But are there any things that you guys have been really grateful about, and why?
I know you weren't at Friendsgiving last night, but we were at the one together the other night as well. And I don't know what it was about 2025, but I feel like for so many people, it was a year of so much change. Like whether it's relationships, work, everything, lifestyle, health, like so many people went through so many different things this year in their own shape or form. And I feel really thankful that all of the communities that we've built here in Nashville are so supportive of like whatever you're going through, whether it's like I just said, career changes, relationship, etc. I feel like we are just so lucky to have friends that are always championing
Yep, championing.
whatever we're doing, because a lot of people don't have that. And I think in a world where we're encouraged to be more individualistic and divisive, it's really refreshing to have people that no matter what are always happy and looking for the positive in whatever's going on in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Definitely, I can definitely relate to that. I feel like this year, like everybody went through their own thing, but I think I just look back to a year ago when we first started recording episodes, and just feeling like I was almost like living a lie in a sense of almost putting on that happy face of being like, yeah, everything's good and this and that. But like, I was just so deeply not where I was supposed to be. And I'm just so grateful that over this last year, I felt like I had the support system and the courage and the financial capabilities and honestly just like the guts to make a change so that I didn't feel like that forever. And I just like can't even believe, like I actually can't even believe what 1 year ago, like I was feeling, like sitting in this exact chair and just, yeah, I'm just really grateful for so many of the things. Because the thing about gratitude, and I know we'll get into this, but it's really easy to be grateful for things when it's good and happy. But to find things to be grateful for when it's not good is like the key. I think that's actually like the key to life, is to like continue to pursue the good stuff. And while I was in the midst of so much bad stuff this past year, there was so many things that I could look at, YouTube being 2 of them, friendship and like career highs and like things like that, that just, it's like, I am lucky. Like no matter what, like I'm so grateful. And yeah, that's what I'm grateful for.
I feel like the bird's eye view of a year is so special to look at of where I was 12 months ago, like for any of us, you know what I mean? But
Totally.
like that is, and to be able to have like the documentation of kind of the journey that you went on is really cool.
Yeah.
But I think you're right, looking back of when I was in that headspace. I was still kind of appreciating the journey that you were going through.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you, Queen?
I always say, just to piggyback off of what you said, I am the luckiest girl in the world. Like, to be born where I was born, to be born into the family that I was born into, to have been gifted and granted the life that I have been given, and I've worked for as well. Like, but I am so thankful. I like across the board, my friends, my family, my life, even my struggles, the things that I went through that most would consider hardships or anything else. Like, I love everything about it, and I love who it's made me as a person, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for the strength it's gifted me. I'm grateful for the wisdom it's given me. Like, I am just grateful. I think, like I said a couple episodes back, we were being really silly goofy about it, but like, I turned 33 and like something felt like it just shifted in me. Like, I just feel at peace.
Something has changed within me.
Someone's excited for Wicked. But it does feel like I just feel more gratitude and grace and calm, and I feel more trust in the universe or God or whatever it is that you believe in out there. I just feel good. And I feel joy, and I feel happiness. I think I've always felt those things, but I think more often than not, just in the past couple months since my birthday, I really have felt it. So yeah, that's what I'm grateful for.
I can feel it. I can feel it in you.
It's your Jesus year.
It's my Jesus.
Just don't die. I feel like a good kind of circling back to what you said about being grateful, even when it's like not, is really hard, because I think the mindset of appreciating the struggle while you're in it is a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
But I feel like both of you guys are really good at it. So like, how do you practice? Like, are you doing something every day to like practice your gratitude, or is it just like a mindset, or what do you think?
There's a couple phrases that come to mind. One that I try to live by is this happening to you, or is this happening for you? And I think that when you can look at your suffering and your depression and your anxiety or whatever you're going through, and know that it is deepening the well of what you know you can get through. Like, the way that I view life is kind of in this, okay, for anybody that's just listening, think of like a line, and it's not necessarily linear, but there's ups, there's downs. Sometimes you go through
Like a sound wave.
Like a sound wave, exactly. And sometimes it's very even keeled and you're just kind of gliding through life. And sometimes it drops down to this deep pit. And sometimes you stay down there. But when you come back up, which you inevitably do, you know, holy shit, I was able to go to that pit and come back from it. And it just like, I just view life as this like sound wave of ups and downs, and every time you get through something, high or low, it's like, holy crap, I did that, or I got through that. And if you can continue to view life like the sound wave, like,
and knowing that you're gonna come back up,
knowing that you do, because I think that part of it is hard for people. That's the part. It's like you're in the cycle, or you're in the pit, or you don't see the way out. But again, that kind of goes back to, is this happening to you, or is this happening for you? You just said it. All the things that you went through, all the wisdom you gained from it, it has made you who you are today.
We always joke. I went on a vision quest when I was 18.
More of Sheyda lore.
yeah.
And we went into Death Valley, and I did 3 days, 4 nights, or 4 days, 3 nights. So it was just like the morning of the 4th day is when we trekked back. But you're out in Death Valley, no food, no water. You're on a vision quest, and this is something that was like a Native American tradition-esque thing. I can't get into the whole details of it, but the last day, like every night you had a task. You had like something that you were supposed to do. Like the first night I had to build a pyre and sit at my own funeral. Like in my mind, that's what I was doing. And then like the second day, like I was not like of the living realm. Like it was all these different interesting things. But the last night, you're supposed to build a compass northeast, southwest and every rock is supposed to be like a person or a place or a thing, a word like that gives you strength that you source power from, right? Like it can be your parents, your best friends. The word strength is represented by a rock, whatever it is. And you're supposed to get into it at sunset and cry for a vision all night long and stay in that wheel until sunrise. And you're supposed to stay up and do it. But that last morning I woke up and I was an angry kid. I had anger towards my biological father and kind of what I felt that I had been put through at that point in my life. And I woke up that morning and I had put my little space that I was, because I was by myself, at the base of this small mountain. And I looked at that thing that morning and I was like, today I have to get to the top of it. I don't know why, but I have to get to the top of it. I was dry heaving. I was like seeing stars. I was delusional. But I got to the top of it and I just screamed. Like, it could have been 30 seconds. It could have been 10 minutes. Couldn't tell you to save my life. But I remember out of nowhere, I just felt like 10,000 pounds had come off me. And I just remember looking up and saying, thank you for the gift of the anger. You can take it and give it to someone who needs it. Like, I learned my lesson.
Got chills.
I got it. Like, I got it. Thank you so much for it, because it was a lesson. Like, the anger was a teacher. The pain was a teacher. The feeling of loss or abandonment, all these, it was kind of a plethora of things, but like those things were all teachers for me, and it made me who I am today. And you know, at 18, I was still struggling with what that meant for me, but I kind of, in that moment, really let go of the majority of the rage that I felt at the hand I'd been dealt. And, you know, that's all relative. Like, I still was surrounded by people who loved me, and I was still very much taken care of, but I still had perceived pain and perceived loss and perceived abandonment from my biological father. And, you know, now looking back at it, like, I would not trade that for the world. For the world. It really did. It's a huge makeup of me. Mm-hmm. And I don't think of myself as a victim. And I'm so grateful my mom found the man I now call my father. And I'm so grateful for what it made me. But, you know, back then I was really hurt by it. Mm-hmm. And I really struggled with it. Mm-hmm. But I think even just days like Thanksgiving, where you can turn around and go, hey, like, pain and suffering is a gift in its own right. Like, mm-hmm. if you can really look at it, like, it really is the well from which I can garner myself against the world. Mm-hmm. Like, that is such a huge gift. It is a gift bigger than the gift of all the great things you're going to receive, really, because it is what makes you a person of depth, a person of wisdom, a person of peace, you're able to appreciate the gift of goodness, mm-hmm. whatever that looks like, because of that deep well, mm-hmm. whatever that looks like for you. Mm-hmm. So I don't even know what I just said.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, in terms of like, okay, so I think as I'm listening to kind of all of us share these things, it's like, I think the hard thing is when you're in that suffering, how mm-hmm. do you know? Like, how do you hold on to the gratitude? Like, I think that's where I think it's hard, because it's easy to look back on things and go, thank God. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, you know, and I think that's where gratitude becomes so important, and especially in rewiring your brain, which it can do. Like, gratitude can actually rewire mm-hmm. your brain, mm-hmm. because, you know, and I think we've talked about this before, like, whatever you think of the world, you will find proof that reinforces mm-hmm. that. So if you think that you are the luckiest girl in the world, you will walk through the world finding proof of that.
Statistically, saying you're lucky or believing you're lucky actually changes the statistics that you will win.
I'm so lucky. Guys, I'm so lucky. We're all so lucky.
I'm going to win the Powerball. I'm so lucky.
We're so lucky.
But it is true. The power of your mind mm-hmm. is powerful. Well, it really is.
Your mind is always looking for things that like reinforce what you're telling it yourself. Mm-hmm. Of like, if you're constantly saying, I'm going to have a bad day, of course you're going to have a bad day, because you're looking for things to go wrong.
Yeah.
But the again, it's so much easier to do this, but like when you wake up, you're like, I'm going to have a great day. I can't wait to see what amazing thing is going to happen to me today. Your brain is naturally going to start looking for, okay, where's the amazing thing I know that's going to happen to me today?
Totally.
You're looking for more exciting, fun things to happen to you rather than, oh, of course the drive-through line is so long because today's going to be awful.
Right. Well, gratitude activates your ventromedial.
Oh, you didn't remember
I'm
it.
just kidding.
She had such cute notes on all the actual effects it has on your brain.
In science and stuff. I'm grateful for it. One of my dear friends for my birthday, she got me a 5-minute gratitude journal. It was Madeline. But that actually kickstarted a lot of like my gratitude journey, because I also think when you get to a certain age, like I think when you become an adult, you just, because life maybe either feels monotonous or maybe it feels heavy or it feels whatever, you do kind of have to start the practice of gratitude. I think that's really, really important. I think as a kid, I don't know that I really understood like gratitude as much. But I remember like that journal was so helpful for me. And what it did was you had to list 3 things that you were grateful for. You could also write things that you were going to be future grateful for. So it was like, I'm so grateful to be making, X amount of money. And it almost like primed your brain to knowing that that's actually what you deserve and that's possible for you, which is like part of the whole science of it. And then it also said like, what would make today great? And it could be as simple as like having a great coffee, having a great workout, having a chat with my friends, little things like that. And then I think the end of it was like, I can't remember what the last one.
I think it was the nighttime one, which is always what I forget to do. Is
always
what did make today great.
Do you still do it?
Only the morning ones.
Only the mornings.
I can never remember to do it at nighttime.
What has your gratitude practice been like?
I feel like trying to do that has been the easiest thing that fits in my day, because it's just like, okay, I'm up, I'm having my coffee, I'm just going to do it. It literally takes 5 minutes. It's so easy. But it does make you like reflect on, okay, what are things in my everyday life? And when you're doing it every day, you can't write the same thing. Like I can't say my morning coffee every day. So you are constantly like racking through your life of like, every day I have to think of something new that I appreciate in my everyday life. So you do get down to the nitty gritty of the little things that will add up to the big things. Because every day if you're practicing, okay, well, I'm so lucky to have this roof over my head. I'm so lucky to have clean water and healthy food to eat. Those little things make you feel like the like little negative things, like, oh, the drive-through is long. Whenever those things happen, I'm like, oh, it's saving me from a car wreck.
Totally.
Like, whenever I hit like traffic, because I have really bad road rage, I'm like, something is saving me from a cop, to getting a speeding ticket. Like, I just have to literally change my mindset about what is happening in my everyday. Otherwise, I am a negative Nancy. I will go down to like, I don't feel good anymore, and everything's bad, and the sky's gray, and my friends hate me. Like, I quickly spiral like that. So like having a little 5 minutes in the morning to be like, okay, what are 3 good things that are going to happen today? What are 3 good things that you appreciate in your life every day?
Yeah.
Not to make this nerdy, but
make it nerdy, girl.
the book Throne of Glass, the book series Throne of Glass, is one of my favorite series of all time, and I've reread it like 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 times. But something I honestly didn't pick up until I finally started getting my friends to read it, is that it is truly a book about how kind acts or acts of kindness and selfless acts allowed somebody to win back their kingdom and their crown and bring good back to the land. But it was like, it's a story about this girl, and whatever. I'm not going to go into it because I'm not going to spoil anything, but like,
It's so good.
It's unbelievable. It changed the way my brain worked. And even now, I read it, I think in 2018 for the first time. I'm still having revelations about it where I'm like, it literally is about acts of kindness. It's about being good in the face of evil, in the face of hardship, in the face of pain. Like, she chose every time to be good, even though the world had not been good to her. And
it's really a special moment in the book where you start to see like
these people come back.
All of the little acts of kindness that she showed, it sounds so lame, like now that you're saying it, but like the little acts of the people that she put above herself, even when she was down in the dirt, she put above herself, all come back. And again, she's not doing it for the like, I hope they pay me back one day.
No.
It's the just like, this is the right thing to do. And like, I have to do it for my journey. All comes back tenfold for her. Oh, it's so good.
Oh,
I think, wasn't it Manon that she said something about doing, she said for a better world. And that was like that was like at the end of it, like that was what the saying was, like the mantra that everyone believed that was on the one side. It was like, we're doing this for the idea of a better world. And that was just like what she had been telling herself quietly. And then by the end, you know, she was shouting it and screaming it, and it made a huge difference. But
I have chills. I literally have chills.
It's such a good book. It's such a good series. It is truly
Tower of Dawn is trash, but everything else is so
when
good.
you do it in the tandem read, it's actually great. And actually, the love story that is Sartak.
I don't like that girl.
But
so sorry.
I know I'm not going to say the other person. But that love story is actually epic. If you go back and reread it, I think you need to reread.
I think I actually need to physically read it, because sometimes what gets in my head, and this has stopped me from finishing a lot of these books, is the person that's reading the audio.
Yeah.
Because I listened to the books. She gave that girl a weird voice. And that it was like it was way too breathy.
Takes you out of it.
It takes you out of it sometimes. So I didn't like her because of that, because she had a weird voice.
Yeah, because I actually loved her.
Yeah, she was.
And she was so loyal, and she stood by you know who when she shouldn't have. And then she was. I'm trying not to spoil things for Summer, because
so
Summer hasn't read it.
I'm starting soon.
And it is my favorite, I mean, all-time favorite book series, period. But yeah, I think that just now that I've had my little nerdy moment, gratitude is so important. I think I made a joke about it at the beginning of the year, but that's why I tried to stop speaking badly about men in general. There are bad people everywhere. There are, of course, bad men. There are, of course, bad women. But my man is wonderful. He's finding me. He's coming to me. There's also a neuroscientist who talks about how important it is in the morning to like look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. I'm so proud of you. You are beautiful. Things come freely and openly to you, and you are lucky. Money is abundant. Like, and I try to, I don't do the gratitude book, but I do try to look myself. I have a 2-minute toothbrush situation that happens every morning, and I try to look myself dead in the eye every morning and say that.
I love you. I love you.
Meanwhile, I'm singing happy birthday 3 times.
Happy birthday. Going off of what you said about the men thing, that's how I've been approaching dating, because I feel like I hear a lot of discourse about like dating sucking, like just really not being great, like all on Instagram and friends and whatever. And like, miss me with that. Like, I have not let that.
And you really gotta, because it's out there.
No, but honestly, I'm very new to this, but like also I haven't had a bad experience. And even if the date like wasn't great, I'm like, okay, great. Like I met a man, probably entertained the hell out of him, and I got a dinner out of it, you know? And I like don't want to subscribe to like dating sucks, because of course dating's gonna suck if that's how I view it.
Yes.
Of course it is.
I literally was having this conversation last night with one of the girls at Friendsgiving, because she just moved here. She doesn't know anyone. And she's like, I'm just like not interested in like men right now. Like they just seem so like distant to me. And she got asked on a date, and she's like, I don't want to go. Like, I'm just dreading it. It's going to be awkward. And I was like, I don't know, it was maybe me and Mids. I was like, you have to change your mindset on it, because this is just such a fun experience. You're new to a city. You have so much to talk about. It's the guy that she's going with is like a friend of the group. I don't know if you know.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, they were like, you couldn't be going.
I don't think you've met. He's hilarious though.
But we were both just like, this is a perfect practice. Like, even if you're not interested, one, you always should be flexing your dating muscle, because it is a muscle, and like going on dates is always good practice. Getting free food and drinks, always a bonus. But like, truly, you have to be looking at it in a positive experience. Like, I think we've talked about dating now as older people, oh my God, mature women. So sorry.
Adult women.
Rebranding there. Adult women.
Confident women.
Hot women, sexy women, smart women. We are figuring out if we like them, because dating as a like 22, 23-year-old, I remember going and being like, I'm so nervous. What if they don't like me? What if it's not good? What if it's awkward?
How do I get them to like me? I want to be chosen. I want to be loved.
Yes,
It's like,
and now it's like, oh my God, do I even like this loser? I don't think so.
Totally. It's so different. It's so different now. Like, obviously you want to have chemistry, you want to kiki, you want to have fun, but like there is no amount of, I'm not going to say the wrong thing to the right person.
Yeah, I was talking on the phone with one of Sophia's brothers, and I made a comment about liking a guy or something, and he was like, whoa, 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 and like hoping he liked me back, and he goes, you are the prize.
Which one?
Thank you for
Which
the
brother?
reminder.
Which brother?
Big. He was like, he goes, whatever this is right now, stop it, because you are the prize. He should hope you like him.
Correct.
Don't worry about what he's feeling on his end. And I was like, you're
Also,
right.
though, do you, like the energy shifts in that dynamic when you walk into it like that,
It really does.
because it doesn't have anything to do with me. Like, I'm me. Like,
But again, even if you're in the mindset of like, I'm not looking for someone right now, but I'm going on a date, looking at it as just a social experiment. Like, I'm just going to meet a new person. They happen to be of the opposite sex and they will be paying for dinner, but I'm just going to like meet a connection, whether they're the love of my life or they're the love of my life's best friend, and they will introduce us. Like, you just never know where it's going to go, and you have to look at it with a positive outlook, because otherwise you're right. It's going to be miserable. You're going to be uncomfortable the whole time. No one's going to talk. Like, it's the stories that you tell yourself. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Totally.
So I just feel like you have to have such an outlook, like a positive outlook on it. Otherwise, the story you tell yourself will be, it sucks.
It sucks. Yeah. You know who is really big on gratitude is our gym owner, Justin Todd, Athlos, shout out. He, the other morning, like, we're mid workout, and he just looks at me and he goes, like, what gets you excited in the day? Like, what do you look forward to in your days? And I love that question, because that's such a great way to like look at gratitude, because what are you looking forward to in your day? I was like, you know what? I look forward to coming to the gym. Like, I love coming to this gym. I was like, I look forward to having the call with my mom. I look forward to my coffee. And when you start to say these things out loud, you realize that it's the little things in life that mean the most to you. It's usually not like the big trip or the whatever. It's like truly the little things that you can look to. And I think that is the gratitude skill, that if you can flex a lot, like truly loving the little things in your life, like you will have no problem finding gratitude. Because if you can find it for the little things, you can find it anywhere.
And not only that, you'll have no problem finding joy in life, just in everyday life. Even if things are hard, even if you're dealing with sickness or whatever it is, right? Even if there's trials and tribulations of any kind, you'll be able to find laughter in a hard moment. You'll be able to find joy on a bad day. Like, it will be better.
Totally.
Maybe not the best day, but it'll be better. It'll be better.
And
isn't that worth it?
Totally. And the fact of the matter is you can train yourself to do it more and better.
Yes.
That's the thing, is like doing it when it's not enjoyable, when you are like in a crappy mood for some reason, of just being like, well, at least I have my good coffee today. Like, at least I'm going to go to the gym and see my friends and have a little giggle. Whether the rest of the day is blah, I don't care, because I have something that I'm looking forward to, the little things in life that will get me through the rest of the day.
And sometimes you have to go down to the bare minimum. Like, at least I have my healthy body. At least
I do that all
the roof over
I'm
my
at a
head.
bare minimum right now. I'm like, at least I can walk. At least,
Yeah.
like, I literally can go through the day, and like, there's no chronic illness. Like, those are super easy things to be grateful. I do that a lot. I'm like, my healthy body.
No, but that's actually a great way to start. And anybody that does struggle with like being grateful, I do think starting like in those like small moments, like, did you wake up? First of all, did you wake up?
Yeah.
Because not everybody does. Literally not everybody does. Did you wake up with a roof over your head, in a bed? Okay. Amazing. Like, you kind of have to like really break it down. Really break it down.
I actually saw someone like talk about that on TikTok. She's like, wellness for like, maybe you don't have all the money in the world to spend on going to get a massage or going to like get a facial or going to a gym. Like, if that's not in your budget, it is free to be grateful for the things that you do have, for your wealth, your health, for the roof over your head, for the food that you can put in your body. Like, those are the bare bones, like you said, the easiest things to be grateful for that you do have.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who don't have those things.
Yeah. Right.
There are a lot more who don't than who do.
Yeah.
The tough thing is like the comparison is the thief of joy. Is that what it is? And I think, especially in today's world, it's so easy to go down a rabbit hole of like, well, everyone else is having a better day than me, or everyone else is making more money than me, or everyone else is skinnier than me, or whatever the story you're telling yourself in your head is a lot more, your like brain like loves the comfortability of the negative pathway.
Yeah.
And that is such an addictive path to go down. Obviously, it's much harder to sit down and be like, I am happy I woke up today. I am happy for my body, rather than, well, they have it better than me, etc.
Victimhood is a disease.
It really is.
It is a dangerous,
It's a parasite.
slippery slope. It is a parasite. It is a disease.
An epidemic.
And there was again, it was a TikTok, but it was a clip from a speaker, and they were talking about how people become so attached to being a victim of whatever it is, whatever their circumstances, whatever illness, whatever downtrodden thing happened to them, whatever life gave them that they didn't like they become addicted to that suffering, to that anger, to all of it. And to tell somebody that like you could just let it go, like it is almost, I mean, it's more than a slap in the face. It is like asking them to give up everything they have.
It's asking them to give up their identity.
Yes.
Because they identify with their pain and their struggles.
They identify with being a victim, with like the world happening to them.
Correct.
Not for them.
Correct.
Yeah, we had a friend who was in our friend group who is no longer, and I think that person very much was like, the world happens to me. I'm a victim of the world. I have no control of my circumstance. I cannot possibly take responsibility for anything that's ever happened because I didn't do it. It happened to me, at me, against me.
But I think even the small shift of like, maybe they didn't do anything. Maybe those things all did happen and they had no play in the cards of what came at them. But you still have to look at, okay, did this happen to me or did this happen for me? Did this lead me away from a situation that wasn't meant for me? Probably.
Listen, there are a lot of things that happen to us every single day that we have no control over.
Totally.
None.
Totally.
Every
and
day.
undeserved. Like there's a lot of bad things that happen to people that do not deserve
They
it.
don't deserve a single bad thing.
Correct.
They deserve the whole world and all the wonderful goodness, wonderful, happy things, right? Like, but sometimes that doesn't happen and they have no control over it. But if you can look at it and go, okay, but I still have a mom who loves me. I still have a best friend, or I still have a boyfriend, or I still have beautiful children, or I still have AC and heat, or I still have food on the table that I get to cook. You know what I mean? Like, and I can still take responsibility for this piece that I did have control over, and I made a bad choice here. And so today I can say, I didn't do my best here, but tomorrow I now know about this moment and I can choose better, and I'm still loved and I'm still blessed and I still get to be me tomorrow.
And I still get to wake
which
up
is a
tomorrow.
gift.
Fingers crossed.
Suffering is inevitable.
Yep.
It's going to happen to everyone at some point. You can either let it stop you in your tracks and wallow in it, or you can use it for something better.
But I also think that's where like your community comes in, of people that are there when it's like, okay, you're going through something, like let's circle around and like support this person. And you hope that that positively impacts them and that they can see, I am so lucky. Like this is something that I can be grateful for, rather than focusing on the negative. Like I have a community of people that's willing to come around me during this hard time and lift me up. Like that could not be a more positive like impact in like when you're going through something negative. I feel like that's what I said about what I'm thankful for, but like literally having people that you can look to every day, that rather than comparing, oh, Summer's got it easier, oh, Sheyda's having a better day than me. I'm so lucky to have people that are having good days, you know what I mean, in my life, that I could be like, oh my gosh, it is good. There is good in the world. My friends are living it every day. Why not me too? Like what else can be good in my life? You know what I mean? And not surrounding yourself with negative people that are just continuing the, yeah, my life sucked too. My day was bad too. Blah, 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 blah. Everything's bad. I hate our, like that story that is so easy to go down, like likes to surround itself with each other. So it's like a bubble of negativity. When you're in a bad headspace and everyone else around you is having a good time and being positive, it's like, I want to be there too.
Yeah.
What can I, I'm so lucky to have friends that are positive and always looking for the good in life, because that's hard.
I think the only place I ever get myself in trouble is I love dark humor. I love a little darkness. And I do love a sad love song. But I do have moments where, I think that's where I have to tell myself, okay, we're not actually like going to wallow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're not like, we make a joke and then I usually, because I say a lot of nonsensical things out loud, because I'm silly, goofy, fun. And in my mind, I usually will follow it up with what I feel is this is a funny thing. And then I will tell myself all the things I really think and feel in my
think
head.
Practicing gratitude is not about not feeling negative things.
No.
It's about knowing that you can feel those things and then also still see good in other things.
No.
You still acknowledge it.
And again, it's a muscle you have to learn to flex,
Yeah.
right? Like I always think about this in terms of what was going on with my body with PCOS. For those of you who don't know or are just popping in with us, 21 to 30, I was overweight. And I had doctor after doctor tell me that I was going to stay this way or just put me on another medication, not really care, not really be concerned, not be helpful. I was working out, eating in a calorie deficit, all of the things. And for 9 years, I really didn't see a single result, not a single result. And but I think there has to be something in your mind that like you have to hold on to something. There has to be something. And I don't necessarily think that motivation.
What was it for you?
I don't know.
Like what kept you showing up when you didn't see the progress?
I don't know, because it wasn't motivation. Like I don't think I like believe in motivation. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, you'll never be motivated. Like, that's the thing. It's like motivation's not real. Like, it's fleeting.
Yeah, motivation's not real. It's fleeting.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there is discipline and there is perseverance.
Yeah.
And I think maybe childhood trauma. But
It all ties back.
yeah. For the perseverance and the discipline, it was just like, I would never want to make it worse than what it was. You know what I mean? Like, slothfulness or just giving in to whatever they were telling me this was the only thing that was. Mm-hmm. And I think that's also like a belief in yourself, really. Like, I don't believe this is my fate.
Mm-hmm. Stubbornness.
Really
I
am
guys.
a very stubborn girl.
Yeah, Sheyda was like, no. I will be invisible and also have a fat ass. I will show you.
but I like in its own way, it's like I had to believe in myself, right? Like, and people did not believe in me. Like, not pointing any fingers, but like I had people who thought I was a closet eater. I had people who think all kinds of things about me. But the truth of the matter was I knew what was real for me and I believed in myself, and I didn't believe in the fate that others kept trying to hand me.
That's huge.
And I think that can all be wrapped into having gratitude, having joy, having belief in yourself, finding positivity in the darkness. Like, that is up to you. Mm-hmm. The world's going to deal you cards. They could all be bad. They could all be good. Who fucking knows what they're going to be? What matters is what you do with them, mm-hmm. and how you come out of it, mm-hmm. and how you look at those cards, right? Like, Summer made a TikTok recently. I talked about this on another podcast episode, where it's like you can look at the glass half empty or you can look at the glass half full, and it's something we've heard probably a million times in our little lives, but it's true, mm-hmm. and it will create a ripple effect. It will matter. How you look at the glass will matter.
One of the biggest perspective shifts that I had over this past year, it had to be about a year ago at this point, maybe a little longer, but I remember I had gone out to eat at this like nice restaurant, and it was just like a spur of the moment last minute dinner, and it was, you know, it's like a nicer place, and you know, we go to this restaurant, we don't really care what we're ordering everything, we're not really thinking about the prices, and we see this like cute couple walk in, and they're like dressed to the nines, and they seem younger, and they're so excited, and you can just tell that like this is a
big deal for them.
It's a big deal for them. And I just remember watching them and just seeing the pure joy on their face, and watching them like, oh, should we get this? Okay, well, what if we get this instead? Like, and just figuring out what they can afford, what they can't, and it was such a big perspective shift in me, because the thing that I felt like we could do so easily and so freely and without a second thought was the same thing that somebody it took a lot of effort,
worked
really hard, and they saved up money, and it was like such a big deal to them. And I think there are so many things in our lives. I mean, even like where we live, like even our younger selves would look at where we live right now and say, you live there? Mm-hmm. Like you live there? Mm-hmm. You look like that?
Yeah, I would think
you're
I'm
doing
such a
this?
cool girl.
Like I just think we're so in our lives, which is great. I mean, we should be present, but like if we do just zoom out even a little bit, I think we'd all be so proud of where we are, but truly just so grateful. Mm-hmm. I think there's so many things to be grateful for, and we get lost in the sauce sometimes.
Everybody gets lost. But I think when you take the moments to be reflective and grateful when the opportunity comes, like Thanksgiving, I think that's huge.
Yeah.
It's a step in the right direction, even if you're not the best at practicing gratitude every day or saying your morning mantras or whatever it is. Like, no one's perfect. But if you're trying, you're taking a step in the right direction.
You're just taking a step in the right direction.
You're doing more than most.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you guys want to hear some interesting gratitude facts?
Yeah. Oh, come on, Summer.
Okay.
She looked these up for us, guys.
So allegedly, no, these are facts. Okay. Gratitude journaling twice a week is actually more effective than daily, they say, because the repetition of the daily, sometimes you get into like a mode where you're not actually really thoughtfully thinking about it. So they say twice a week is very effective. Gratitude letters, so writing gratitude letters either to someone or for yourself, boosts happiness for a month, even if unsent. So like if you wrote one about like to your mom, like all the things that you're grateful for, but you like never send it, that'll still have the benefits of being grateful for your mom, even if you like don't send it to her. I like this one. Expressing gratitude increases perceived competence. So you actually come across as a more competent person if you express gratitude. Mm-hmm. I mean, and after what we learned today, I would say that's true. Mm-hmm. Gratitude increases patience and self-control. And then lastly, the brain cannot hold anxiety and gratitude simultaneously. So if you're ever feeling really anxious, if you start to feel grateful, it quite literally masks that anxiety.
I actually feel like that is the most powerful thing.
Yeah.
Because truly, I feel like I get in my head a lot. I'm so anxious all the time. And
you should just start listing the things you're grateful for.
Yes. I do my younger self would think I'm so cool. Like that is the story I tell myself in my head. I'm like, literally just think about the person I'm with is the person I like could not have dreamed up better for myself. I'm living in a cool city with all of my best friends. I have a podcast. Like I truly have to remind myself it's hot. Have to remind myself of like those, again, free things to be grateful for that are just occurring to me every day. Mm-hmm. Reminding yourself of those are so important, but it does. Every day I start with a little bit of gratitude. Yeah. I have such a calmer day.
Totally. Mm-hmm. Totally.
It's, I believe that. I'll back that science up.
I do think too, starting in the morning is such a great practice because it does set the tone of your day.
Correct. Because if you're looking for good things to happen, they will happen. Good things,
yep.
Yeah.
They will continue to happen.
It's waking up on the right side of the bed, girls.
And it compounds too. Because then like the more things you look for.
Compound interest.
The more things you find.
The more things you find. And then you go, wow, I'm so lucky. And then you find more things to be lucky about. Like you can be in a negative loop cycle or you can be in a positive one. And
it's all up to you, queens and kings.
You make your day. You make your destiny.
Aww.
Should we all end it by going around, we're going to keep it light, keep it cute.
Yeah.
And say what the food is that we're most excited to eat on Thanksgiving.
Oh. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm going to say it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a stuffing girl. Like I love stuffing.
That's the other thing that I hate, by the way.
I hate
Sorry.
stuffing.
Oh, no, this is a non-gratitude thing. But when I go to my house, everything's gluten-free. And then when I go somewhere, nothing's gluten-free.
Oh, nothing's gluten-free. Yeah. Okay, well, I love a good stuffing, and it cannot be like dry. I don't want to see any like crouton crumbles. It's got to be like moist and like a little sticky and thick. But like you're never eating stuffing any other time.
I like the way you describe that stuffing.
You know?
A
little sticky. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. But like, so sorry, everyone. But like, you have mashed potatoes elsewhere. You could have cornbread everywhere. I guess not really. Well, turkey I eat every single day of my life, but not in the turkey form. So yeah, I would say it's stuffing. Stuffing is like,
Interesting.
It's my Thanksgiving thing that I just like will look forward to.
Okay.
Moist. Your turn?
This is a new leaf for me within the past couple of years. Green beans.
Ooh.
Green beans casserole. Any form of green beans. I feel like I grew up really not liking green beans. They were nasty, disgusting. I did not like that vegetable. Now I've had them and I'm a new woman. I look forward to green beans so much. Again, green beans in general, just seasoned with some butter and
Amazing.
flavor, or a green bean casserole. So good.
I asked this question and now I'm gonna have a hard time narrowing it down.
This is so classic Sheyda. She's gonna give you a list of things. She can never just pick one.
It's so true. It's so true. Okay, like the perfect combination of mashed potato, turkey, and gravy
Yeah,
in a
okay,
bite.
yeah.
I didn't know that was an option, by the way.
It wasn't,
Well,
because she said, what one thing are you ready for?
constricted yourself. You constricted
I
yourself.
created my own destiny with that
Yeah,
one.
you did. Okay. Sweet potato casserole, like with the sugar and the walnuts on top.
I can't get behind that.
I like that.
Love it. And cornbread. And my all-time favorite, pumpkin pie.
Oh,
Okay.
I like a pumpkin pie too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Guys, we hope you are having the most family-oriented, friend-oriented, grateful, happy, food-stuffed football, 5K, whatever it is that you and your family do. We hope it's filled with it. We love you.
Praying for
we
my
are
fellow
grateful
5Kers.
for you. We are appreciative of you. And happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Gobble, gobble.
Oh, gobble, gobble.
Come on.
Oh, my God.
That has to be a soundbite.